This is actually vegan.
Pamela, over your shoulder.
Sugar.
Over your shoulder, Pam. Pam, over your shoulder.
It's just so easy, but too much you need to even. Red carpet dreaming, interview so recent.
Done any rumba or any type of dancing like that?
That's the first time I've ever done any dancing whatsoever. So this is all new to me, and now I know how to do the cha-cha, the paso doble, the foxtrot, and now the rumba.
Well, we can't wait to see that.
Yes.
So what's been the most difficult part of Dancing with the Stars?
I think just scheduling time to rehearse, because I have my children that I'm with. I drive them to school, I drive them to the sporting events, and I run to rehearse, and then I come back and get them, and it's been kind of a little bit crazy because it's spring break, and my kids are at home, so they're used to me being home a lot more, and I kind of drag them around with me. So the scheduling, I think, because you really have to put a lot of hours into it, so much more than you think.
Yeah. Did you expect it to be so taxing?
I like the exercise part of it, but that's all new to me, so it's about time I started exercising.
Yeah. Well, it seems like there's a lot of romances on that show, like every single season. Are you feeling any of your castmates?
Oh, I'm totally in love with Damien.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the deal with Kate?
Kate?
Yes.
I don't know much about her. She's nice to me. She gets her hair done right next to me, and she's always really pleasant. We talk a lot about kids. Yeah.
Okay, so you're next to her. Is she as big as diva as everybody thinks?
Diva?
Yeah.
I don't know. You can't even have a chance to be a diva because you're being tossed around by everybody all over the place. You're really part of their machine. Even, me and running around, I'm used to having things a little differently myself, and you're just, you dove into this to learn how to dance, and you kind of, at their mercy, you kind of like a pawn in their game, and so you just go for it and do the best you can. You really only have control of your dancing.
Yeah. Well, who's your favorite cast member?
Evan.
Evan?
Yes.
Okay.
I've known him for a while. We have mutual friends. Richie Rich made some skating costumes for him in the past, so, and I have a clothing line with Richie Rich called Amuse, and so we've seen him at a couple events in Vancouver, actually, at the Olympics.
Awesome. And who's your biggest competition?
I think the fans have a lot to do with it. I know the scores have something to do with it too, but the fans really have to, and I have to thank everybody for voting, because I didn't ask anybody to vote for the first couple weeks, and then I realized it is about voting, and when I got into the bottom two, I was really freaked out, and now everybody I know is voting. All three of them.
Okay. So what's been your biggest backstage drama so far there?
Backstage drama? I think it's just nerves before you go onto the show. When you go out there and everybody's there, you just have to remember that you're dancing with your partner and that you're going to block everybody else out. And I'm used to performing, I guess, in front of a crowd, so I kind of notice, oh, look at the twinkly lights and look at the people over there, and I got to remember I'm just dancing with Damien, and hopefully that'll cut out some of the nerves in the next dance, because it's a very sexy dance next, so it's really intimate, very romantic. So it's just Damien and I next.
Well, we can't wait to watch that. So, are you rooting for Tiger Woods this weekend?
Of course. I think he's incredible. I think Tiger's great.
Okay, do you think Ellen should be there for his support?
I don't know much about what's going on with them. That's not really something I can comment on.
Well, do you think a lot of celebrities cheat?
Probably a lot of people cheat, right?
Yeah, not just celebrities.
Yeah.
Right? So do you have any advice for women that do get cheated on?
Dance.
Awesome.
Dance it out.
The PETA organization is also here. Could you tell us about the organization and why you have it here with you?
Well, I've been involved with PETA since I started on Baywatch, when I started getting a lot of attention for things that I thought were ridiculous, like my boyfriends and my boobs. So I thought I wanted to share the attention with something really meaningful to me. So I became very good friends with Dan Matthews, who's the vice president of PETA, and we've traveled all over the world. We've been able to change laws all over the world to help animals. And so everything I do, I try and incorporate that. Even on Dancing with the Stars, the last dance I did was Paso Doble. It kind of represents the bullfight, but I made it so it was anti-bullfight. And Charo, who's another supporter of PETA, came on, and yay, Charo! And and this, I thought it'd be great to do a milkshake with Shiraz, who I met in Abu Dhabi, and he's been fantastic. He's supportive of me, and I wanted to involve PETA. So it's a vegan milkshake.
Yeah. How long have you been vegan?
For 15 years or so. Yeah.
And what started that?
Since I found out about it, since I found out what went into meat and meat products, it kind of turned me off of that, and it was really easy to go vegetarian.
Well, yeah, that's good. It seems like people see it and you would think they'd all be it, right? But you just have to force it into people.
Well, I think it's just educating yourself and making your own decisions. And I think a lot of young people love being vegetarian because they're more open to being educated about it.
Okay, so you just survived elimination from Dancing with the Stars.
I know, and I went out and had a really good time.
Oops. How does this feel? Like, what feeling do you get every time an elimination comes up?
Well, I was obviously excited. We all went for dinner and then we went out and celebrated. Everyone was spraying us with champagne and everything. It was kind of fun. But it was really exciting because they really kind of drag you through the mud. They kind of make it very dramatic, and you're up there and you kind of feel very, very nauseous. So it's really exciting when you make it.
Is it different getting critiqued right there in person than, like, you know, through tabloids and stuff?
I try not to pay attention to many tabloids, but I like the constructive criticism when it's reality. I mean, where they're criticizing a dance, they're not criticizing your personal life.
So what were your children's reactions when you told me you were going to be on the show?
I never told them I was going to be on the show. They kind of just found out. You know, I don't really talk about things that I do. They have really big lives, and they're both star athletes, and they're very, very busy little kids. And eventually, my son came up to me and said, "You're going to be on Dancing with the Stars?" I said, "Yeah." And he was like, "Okay, well, that's cool." But they didn't vote until like last week, because I didn't even know how to vote till last week. I didn't realize how important voting was. So that's why I'm really thankful that everyone's been, you know, rallying behind me, and all these great fan groups and everything all over the place. And they're really sweet in voting. So it's kept me on the show.
Do your kids like to dance, or are they more into sports?
Oh, they're great dancers, great musicians, great dancers, into sports. They do everything.
Okay, so you do basically everything, from modeling all the way to developing. What would you say, if you could choose one, I know that's hard, is your main passion?
I'm going to be a dancer. Yeah. I started at 42 years old, so I don't know how much demand I'd be in, but I love dancing. I think it's really fun. And I've always wanted to do something a little more artistic than just the acting, so it's really been good for me.
Yeah, dance is a great way to express yourself, you know, without talking. So, how do you feel about being the most downloaded star?
Well, hopefully that transcends into being voted for, right?
Yeah.
You're popular on the internet. Hopefully people vote. That's the most important thing.
Okay, and lastly, what would you want to be remembered for?
All the work I do for animals and being a good mom.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.